Welcome back, real estate investors and entrepreneurs. This is Coach Ken with Firm Foundation Real Estate Investing and Mentorship and Coaching. Excuse me. So today, I'm going to talk to you about a term that you hear in the business, and I'm going to explain to you really what it means. Now, I don't want you to think what it means. Don't click off. Pay attention. This is important. You want to get the facts. You want to know exactly what this means. And the term is sub-2. Don't click off. Some of you guys have heard the term. You think you know. Even you experienced guys, pay attention, because this is how you can tell other people and help other people as well. Especially you new guys, I want you to know 100% what this term means and how it works. Okay, so you're subject to the existing financing on the property. All right, that's what the word sub-2 means. Subject to the existing financing on the property. So we don't buy it retail, so we're always looking for a deal. If we're going to take a property sub-2, it's going to be from a motivated seller. It's not going to be from a full retail sale. You know, what's it worth? $369. What do you want for it? $369. Okay, I'll take it subject to existing financing. No, that's not sound real estate investing principles, and that's all we talk about on this channel are sound real estate investing principles. Okay, and that's how we invest. We invest to make money, not just to acquire properties. Okay, so let's just use a number. Let's say the guy has, Joe over here has a property worth $300,000. He's got an existing mortgage on it for $200,000. And yes, this is a realistic scenario, happens all the time. And let's say that Joe wants to move, and Joe's got to go. He's got a divorce, he's got a new job, or whatever the reason is, okay? And he can't sell his house, needs a little work, or whatever reason he can't sell, the market's a little slow, whatever, okay? But what you can do is you can offer to buy Joe's property subject to the existing financing. Now, you'd fill that out in your purchase and sales agreement. There's a section, like the one I use has a little section for sub-2. You check that box, you know, and it gives the terms. But you want to buy the house subject to existing financing. What does this do? This gives you the ability to buy the house without getting a loan. Okay, that's what it basically boils down to. You're taking it subject to the existing financing, which means the loan that's already there on the property stays in place. Okay, now you may give him $10,000 down. You may give him nothing down because he may be ready to go. You might give him $20,000 down. Whatever you guys work out, because it's real estate and it's negotiable. You know, on the sub-2 deals that I've done, most of those were foreclosures, and which is a good motivation for somebody to sell their house and get rid of it. Is they're getting foreclosed out, they got to move. You know, and I took them sub-2, the existing financing. Some of them I gave a little bit of money, but for the most part, what I had to do was make up the back payments and catch the property up to current so that the bank stopped foreclosing. Now, when you do that, there's a set of documents that you have to have, you know, filled out, and you have to send them to the bank. You know, you have to do some of these things that are required on a sub-2 deal, because they have to know where to start sending the payments, because you got to send them change of address and all. You got to record some stuff at the courthouse. Now, this is what a lot of guys do in sub-2 won't tell you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. The banks that loan the money on the house, all of them, I've never seen one that didn't do it. They may be out there, but I've never seen one that didn't do it. In the loan, in the paperwork of the loan, it says that you cannot transfer title to that property, okay, without paying them off. Now, the sub-2 deals that I did, I didn't pay anybody off. Did I have them send me letters tell me they was going to take the house if I did this? Because you got to record the deed. The deed has to have your name on it. Well, when that happens, it sends the mortgage company a notice that says, hey, the deed has changed to this person's name. And meanwhile, you send them paperwork that says, hey, the payments are going to be coming from here, and from now on, send the statements here. So they kind of know what's going on. This ain't their first rodeo. They're not stupid. You know, they're in the lending business, and they know what they're doing. But with a sub-2, grasp the concept. You're taking it over based on the existing financing. You're putting it in your name, and now the payments will be made by you. And typically, you will have to make up all of the back payments to catch the property up current, so that the bank does not foreclose the property out. And that's where sub-2 works really the best to me, is on a foreclosure. You know, I've bought a lot of foreclosure deals. Those are some of your best deals out there that you'll ever get, are foreclosure deals. And foreclosures happen for a number of reasons. You know, people fall on hard times. They lose their job. They get divorced. They have death in the family. They have a lot of things. And we're not trying to take advantage of people. But the truth is, most people going into foreclosure have deferred maintenance on the property anyway, so it needs work. So you're not like you're taking advantage of them. You're just not paying them. You're taking that burden off of them. You're helping them out. And then you got to put a little money into the property to fix it. You know, you can sell it lease option. You can sell it with a wrap. You can sell it several different ways, rent to own. You do whatever you want to do once you maintain control of the property. And this is a buy and hold strategy in most situations, sub 2. And I talk about, you know, being a coach and a mentor. I try to tell my people there's 3 basic ways that you want to look at real estate investing. You want to look at wholesaling. This is not a wholesale tactic. You want to look at fix and flips. Sometimes this could be a fix and flip, you know, where you would fix it and sell it at retail, or you want to look at a buy and hold strategy. These are your 3 wealth building strategies. This is a long-term strategy, buy and hold. Fix and flip is a medium-term strategy, you know, a few matter of months, maybe even a year. Your wholesales are instant gratification, you know, 30 days or whatever or less, you wholesale the property. But sub 2 is a term that you will hear a lot of times in this industry that has been used widely, very, very widely, but you need to understand the bank may call the loan, and they could technically according to their thing, but really what they want is to get paid. They just want to get paid. They want to know that those payments are made up and that the person making those payments are going to pay those payments every single month that comes along. So it's really important that you catch it up to current. Don't try to take one sub 2 unless you got the money to get it going and keep it going. And when that monthly payment comes due next month, whether you've sold the property or moved somebody in the property or not, you've got to make that payment. If you don't make that payment, well, the bank is not going to be happy with it. Okay? But this is what sub 2 is. If you got some questions about it, you know, put some questions in the comments section where I can help you out. You know, send you maybe a DM or something where you can understand maybe a little bit more technical on it. I'm not rendering any legal advice. I'm just telling you that this is how it works. And I want you to understand, because these guys out here teaching sub 2, a lot of them are not teaching you the truth and telling you all of it. And people get into sub 2 deals and then they realize, oh my gosh, the bank's wanting to take the house back and I got to come up with $10,000 to catch up these back payments or whatever the scenario is. You know, sub 2 can be a powerful tool in real estate investing if you know how to use it and you use it the proper way. I've done a lot of sub 2 deals, and there's a certain way to use it and there's a certain way not to use it. Okay, click like, click subscribe. Fantastic free information for you guys. You should come back and get more. I'm telling you, this channel is all about helping you guys that are brand new and you want the truth and you want reality in your answers that you get. And I've got it for you. Coach Ken, Firm Foundation, Real Estate Mentorship and Coaching. Come back to see me, guys.